Sid Vicious was the bassist for punk rock band the Sex Pistols in the 70s. Well, for a year anyway. He was, like his mother and most of those in his circle, a drug addict. He met a groupie, an American woman living in London named Nancy Spungen in 1977, the same year he played his first gig with the band. She was supporting herself by dealing drugs and working as a dancer. She and Vicious were pretty inseparable, which caused some problems with the band, who didn't like having her around. They were volatile. Spungen was abusive and aggressive to Vicious, and Vicious would hit Spungen. She superficially cut her wrists when he left her alone in a hotel so that he could show up at filming for a mockumentary. He continued to abuse so much drugs that he ended up in a drug and alcohol-induced coma while on a flight to New York City. They started a fire in the room at the Chelsea Hotel and had to be moved to another. So yeah, these folks weren't on their best behavior. On October 11th, 1978, Vicious and Spungen had a party. Vicious took a load of drugs and apparently was passed out basically the entire night. Loads of people came and went, most using significant amount of drugs and alcohol. Around 11 a.m. on the 12th, hotel staff found Spungen dead on the bathroom floor. She had been stabbed in the abdomen. Vicious was wandering around in hallways when the find was made. The murder weapon was a knife that Spungen bought for Vicious. Have sympathy for the authorities trying to figure this mess out because, man, they had a task on their hands. Some partygoers say that Spungen was alive at 5 a.m. Another person who lived down the hall ended up with a bunch of Vicious's belongings, including the leather jacket that he almost always wore. Still another is said to have confessed to the killing privately to friends. Then Vicious was vacillating between, I can't remember anything, and I stabbed her, but didn't mean to kill her, and confessing to police that he killed her during a dispute. And of course, she fell on the knife. He told an Irish journalist that Spungen's death was just meant to happen. He's arrested for murder and released on $50,000 bail and fairly strict conditions. Those around him come up with all manner of theories about what really happened to Spungen. Vicious slashed his arms with a light bulb and tried to jump out a window, and he was committed to Bellevue Hospital for some time. One of his entourage began selling t-shirts with the slogan, "She's dead, I'm alive, I'm yours." Classy stuff. Apparently to raise money for his defense, even though his record label was covering his costs. So it made no sense. He broke his bail by smashing a beer bottle into a man's face, and then he gets sent to Rikers. He was released again with fewer conditions this time and $10,000 bail. He had been through enforced detox at Rikers, which is a dangerous time period for addicts. Less than 2 weeks later, he would die of a drug overdose at the apartment of an actress he was involved with. His mother claimed it was a suicide pact, but he had just been through enforced detox, and given the amount of drugs he consumed the night before, he wouldn't have had the same tolerance as he had in the past. It happens all the time that drug users overdose when they relapse. He was never tried for the murder of Spungen, obviously. No one ever was. It remains unsolved. Chances are pretty excellent that we'll never know how it is that she came to die on that bathroom floor. Not yet 21. Thank you for listening. If you're enjoying these videos and want more, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it.